Okay, we have a new chapter now of Bloom Into You. The last one ended on a very exciting cliffhanger with you finally choosing her reward from winning at bowling, a sleepover. And there had been a bit of sexual foreshadowing, a lewd dream that she had had. And my big question is, how far will this series go? We talked a lot about what happens in Girlfriends, which was kind of near the end of the series. There was one sex scene, and it was actually quite explicit, but very beautiful and touching and very true and honest to the characters. So I wouldn't be surprised if it goes that far, if we actually get at least very strongly implied sex. Of course, the magazine that Bloom Into You runs in doesn't have any nudity, whereas Girlfriends would occasionally have full toplessness or depictions of, or like hints of genitalia and stuff like that. So I can't expect that to happen. I don't know. It's not right to kind of look at it through these lenses. Maybe it's about the feeling. The feeling behind me. It is definitely heat. Oh my god, am I ready for this? I don't think I'm ready for this. I think this is gonna be a little too much, baby. But but we'll see. We'll see what happens to our wonderful little couple. And of course her parents out on a hot spring trip alone. Set up in the last chapter. All begins with a push that one day. Ah! Oh, the parents hadn't left yet! Oh my god. This is the first time that Yu has met her parents, I'm pretty sure. I mean, Nanami has met Yu's parents a couple times. But this is the first time I think the other way around, I think. Oh, what a terrifying way to meet them. Cause like I think they both know what's gonna happen. When they said sleepover, I'm pretty sure. Good afternoon. You guys look so ugly. He's here already. I think we could meet. There's at the cultural festival. Ah. Wow. Ah. So, they think she's just a friend coming over to keep her company while her parents are away on a trip. I feel like they've agreed to go along with that idea. They're like, okay, that's the story. You guys have fun. But look at the dad's expression. The dad is totally like, oh, this is the girlfriend, huh? And the mom is also like, oh, great. Oh, she's such a cute girl. Like, they know. They must know. I think they must know. I don't know. This is my read, right? Because, like, they weren't that communicative with Toko, sorry. They had a hard time like breaching subjects around her sister and her rampant ambitions and stuff. But they were perceptive. Remember they were like, we've let this go on for too long. And when they were like, you don't have to push yourself so hard and stuff. Like they are very perceptive of their daughter's life. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if they've actually puzzled out exactly their relationship. But they're kind enough to stick to this story. Back tomorrow evening, okay? Feels like I'm doing something bad. For a boy, it would have been difficult for me to stay over, right? Are we lucky? Oh my god! This is like, this is so, it's so, it's like an overwhelming lightness, right? It's so fluffy. It's so happy. It's such a feeling of like release and relief and like finally. But at the same time, it's like the nervousness is like contagious through the screen. Everything is so loaded with significance and stuff. Like just their little interactions. I don't know. It's like everyone knows. Everyone knows what's gonna happen. And so everything is front loaded with all of this significance. Oh, this is her first time at Toko's place too. Hanging out on the sofa. Nice. Or couch, as we Canadians call it. It's unreal having you here at my place. Feel the same. We can go out on dates. Whenever you want. Being able to spend time alone. At home alone with you like this. Ah, and she had that really domestic dream too, with all the eggs in the fridge. So it's not just that her more erotic intimacy fantasies are coming true here, but this kind of domestic slice of life. What would it be like if we lived together? What would it be like if this was our family? Okay, okay. It's almost like we're living together. That's what I said. Yeah. Somehow it's kind of nice. Shall we live together? Ah! Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's just happening. She goes right into it. This is the sweatshirt that she bought last time too. I'm pretty sure. Is that just no reason? Is there a reason to kiss you? Okay. The rapid escalation of physical intimacy is put off. They gotta go shopping for dinner. Okay. Okay. This is insane. Oh, this is so intense. This is so real. It really is real. Okay. Like the day that you know something is gonna happen, something intimate, that the relationship is gonna take another step. It feels charged like this. And I mean, it's not like the characters are acting that differently, but there's just this small current running through them of anticipation. It's it's quite an experience. Sure. Oh, what? No. What? Oh my god. This now, the first time that you gets to see the older sister that has defined so much of Toka's life. Ah, take after your dad and your sister takes after your mom, huh? Have we ever seen her sister's face? Maybe not. In all the flashbacks, it's always like I remember the one where Toko is like lying on the couch and she's like hearing her sister leave, and this is when the accident happens. We definitely don't see her face then. I'm pretty sure when she's talking to the guy that knew her when she was in high school and was complaining about what a lazy student president she was, we don't see her face. It's like we see like the bottom of her face laughing or something. So I'm predicting that maybe on the next page we'll actually see her face. That we'll see Yu's perspective here. Man, this chapter. What is going on? Why this too? I thought it was just gonna be the okay. I think so too. I get that a lot. Oh, okay. Never mind. But it's fine. The Bell Pepper is a reference to one of the stage readings at a fan meeting back in May featuring the anime cast. You can find the report, Tohimi Higashi High School Student General Meeting, along with other Yagakimi translations at macadate.wordpress.com. Well, maybe I will check that out. Because I guess Toko really doesn't like bell peppers. I don't like them either, TBH. It's not a pleasant taste for me. And this is a reference to that, I guess. Sure. Picking out a horror movie to watch. Absolute classic. As they just know they have to. Of course. Ah, they're watching it. Oh, is Toko like super scared? She's pretty scared. Her body language is like 100%. Like she's got the I can't fit on my chair and do this, but you know. Probably open it to find nothing there. As soon as they calm down suddenly. You knows too well. He's like actually got a real knack for like understanding stories and stuff. Like we see Kyoyomi as the super literary character, but Yu works in a bookstore. Like she reads tons of books. So yeah, she can hit these horror movies plot point by plot point from a mile away, I'm sure. Alright, fun. Horror thingy, you'd be scared. This is no fun. Cling to me if you're scared, you know. Oh, the inversion! Senpai will also be in a movie someday, right? They see an actress that looks kind of like Toko, I guess. She's got the long black hair. It'll just be a dream of a dream. I think you can do it. This is so nice. Isn't that nice to have someone that believes in you like that? And it's like, even though you think it's still unrealistic, it's not like they convince you with their belief, but because you love them so much, it's not nothing. Because you love them so much, it becomes so powerful. Ah, that's so nice. You really think I do? This is maybe a horror movie. This is too cute. Senpai's future. This chapter is unexpectedly poignant. I thought it would be all just full of tension and that electricity, you know, because that's what I got so strong at the start. But it's better than that even. It's still, they're still themselves. It's still full of all of the significance of everything around them. Making dinner, curry that they made over summer break. Doesn't this feel like what lovers do? Cooking food together? It's a nice one. Making food with someone you love. That is very nice. That is very nice. Surprises me how you really like to use words like lovers and going out. You haven't said anything like that back to me. That is true. That is the dynamic they've had. And there was that chapter where Yu was trying to struggle. She was trying to figure out and struggling, like, what language do I use? Are we girlfriends? Can I call her my girlfriend and stuff? And then she does by the end of the chapter. She's like, well, you're my girlfriend, right? So good. So it kind of makes sense that she's already done that work. She's like kind of acclimatized herself to those ideas, and thus she's more than happy to speak that way to Nanami Senpai. But poor Toko. You're right. Perhaps I don't really want to name what we have. There's no doubt that we are going out as lovers, but I don't feel like we should be defined by those words. Okay. For example, spending the day together at home like this is something very special to us now, but someday this could be something ordinary. I don't know if that'll be when we're in university or beyond that. The relationship we have now and the one we'll have in the future, while lovers can be a good name for both, I don't think they're the same. Ooh, this is quite interesting. Not just poignant, carrying the weight of the series up until now, but philosophical, delving into the ideas of what a relationship means, what love means. I remember a long time ago, I wanted to make a doujinshi. I'm always thinking about Yuri doujinshi that I wanted to make. I was thinking about in Kinoro Mosaic. There's do you know that show, Kinoro Mosaic? It's a slice of life show. The gimmick, as far as there is one, is that two of the girls in our main cast of 5 are from England, but it's not relevant to most of the plot lines. There's this one couple of characters that are very obviously, there's Aya, and Yoko. Aya very clearly has a crush on Yoko. Yoko, of course, is quite oblivious to this. It's that kind of classic dynamic. So in my doujinshi, what I wanted to have as the plot point is that Yoko reveals to a third-party character, probably Shinobu, that no, I do know that Aya has a crush on me, but this time we have now of uncertainty and kind of flirting, where everything I say can be so impactful to her, and privately I too, as I return her feelings, I'm also shaken every time she does something kind of bold. This is precious time, and that once we really are going out, once one of us confesses, it'll never be like this again. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with spending time like this because it's unique too. It's unique and special too. I thought that was a cool idea. It's a little out of character for Yoko. So then I was like, maybe this doesn't need to be Kinero Mosaic Dojinshi. You know, you could make a Dojinshi of like another series with a similar dynamic, but like it makes more sense for that character to be more philosophical like this. Or it could just be original story or something. But I was like, no, that's nice. I think it's true. I think in a relationship, every single stage is precious. Every single one. And certain things just get better and better and better, of course, as you get to know each other better, you become closer and more intimate and can make each other more and more happy. At least that's the idea. Um, but there are things that you lose too. There are stages that you go through, and there's emotions and experiences in each of those stages that you really should cherish. You really should spend the time to understand and cherish. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand where Toko is coming from here. Look, I didn't notice this at first. Look at this picture of their future. They look a little different. Yu doesn't tie her hair back like she does anymore. Because she's like an older woman now. And she's wearing an apron. That's like the apron of their household. This is like their house. And you can tell it's like kind of like a cheaper apartment. Like the stove isn't quite as nice, and they've got this like old kind of pot. And there's the fan is like more apparent, like it's like a cheaper apartment or whatever. Look at the little detail. It's the future, the future. Okay, anyways. We spent a lot of time on this page. I'm sorry. We're moving on. Continue to stay together forever. Surely your relationship will keep on changing. Wouldn't it be fine not to just not name it? For us to simply be you and I. Do you not like it? Please don't say something that cool. You're Tokos senpai, you know? It's true though. Usually she tries to say something cool, and it's just kind of goofy, you know. And you realize that she kind of fell for that side of her too. But in the end, she can say something that cool. So even you've thought about how our everyday life will be too. So you was feeling a little insecure, I think, because Toko wasn't using that language. But even though she wasn't using that language, they were thinking about the same things. They were thinking about what that language points to, the life they'll live together. That day comes, we'll get a sofa, a big one. Ah. Eating dinner. Oh my god. Okay. This is it. This is like it for me. That there's so many doujinshi I've read, so many Yuri series I've read, that have a scene like this, where they're spending like a night together, and it's always the same. That they have like a textless montage of like eating, cleaning up, things of this nature. The Mezashi Dojin for Love Life Sunshine with Hanamaru and Yoshika-chan or whatever, Yohane, called Weekday Sleepover. It has a fantastic example. It's the one that comes to mind right now. But I love it. I love it. I don't know why. I just love it. Look at this. It's just like it soothes me. I'm really hyped up now, but on a deeper level, my feelings are just like a calm lake. It's just so lovely. I don't even know what to do. Ah, okay. The tension's returned. This is that kind of electric tension I was talking about. Look at her hug the pillow. Okay, so they didn't bathe together. Toko bathed first. Thank you very much. I'll be... Okay. I'll be waiting. Oh my god. And it feels kind of weird taking a bath at someone else's place. Son of soap is different from usual. Same son as senpai. Be waiting. She means that, right? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh my god, I can't believe it. They're really going there. I'm getting dizzy. Oh my god, no way. Oh my god. Oh, it's at peak tension now. What's the futon even doing on the floor? What is this charade? Come on. What? It was fun. It really was. Time flew by fast. Do another sleepover soon. Uh, I'm moving up, okay? I'm moving up. What a way to put it. Even in the literally the 11th hour. Look at the time. It's like 11:20 something or 30 something. She's still speaking euphemistically. Still trying to hide the mutually understood intent of what is about to happen. Okay. Okay. I had to compose myself since I'm the older one. I've really been a bother to you up until now, just relying on your help all the time. From now on, I should be a dependable partner and give back to you. It shouldn't just be about my own desires. How respectable. And I think that's so we'll pause here. We'll pause here. We'll pause and just cool down and talk about physical intimacy through this series and how it's depicted itself. There's been some pretty lewd scenes before. They've like made out. There's been pretty explicit shots of like tongue action, you know? And I was so impressed with the restraint of the anime that it wasn't orgasm kissing noises and stuff, but whatever. That's beside the point. Um, and I kind of felt like, you know, there's sort of the emotional journey that the characters take, accumulating, of course, in this revelation of mutual feelings and being lovers to one another and all of this. But this escalation of physical intimacy that was kind of happening in the background wasn't really resolved by that, right? Because it was like always separate, sort of. It was just stress relief for Toko. It was just sort of like a reward system for her or whatever, and so it didn't necessarily like match up with these emotional developments. In fact, it kind of got like left behind, sort of. So I like the way that this was resolved. That like Toko was like, oh, I realized in retrospect that was kind of a problem. Like we can't really have the physical aspect of our relationship be based on that progress up until now, because that wasn't the progress we were making as lovers, as people that were in love with one another, but as my kind of selfish desires being put onto you. Okay, all right. So this is cool. I like that this is actually finally being kind of resolved and addressed. That it's not something that's kind of disjoint with the rest of the series, but just another facet of both of how their personalities and how they see each other. But this is just it. Is that the Toko hasn't realized that, and we've known this as readers, and you has kind of understood this for quite a while, that all along you enjoyed it just as much. You started wanting it just as much. My heart couldn't be beating that fast. It must be Senpai's heart. No, it was your heart. So it's not just, you're not the only one with desires here. Okay. Senpai, you idiot. Oh my gosh, I don't need you to act like the older one. I've also received a lot from you. It's just about paying back everything until now. It wouldn't be over once you're done doing so. I don't want that. Don't have to hold back. To like someone is to desire them. I understand that now. Nice about you once and what I want are the same. Excuse me. I think you can be pretty sure of that now. I don't think you need to worry about that anymore. There are many things I want to do with Senpai, and I want to do them all. So we'll do it, okay? Oh my god, it's happening. How far will they go? How much are they actually going to show of this? I don't I, this is, oh my god, this scene. No way. Oh my god. Wow. A heat I didn't know. Nothing. Uh, continue to change, we'll graduate, move on to university, and look for jobs. Lots of things will surely change from now on. Don't know what will happen, but I'm not too worried. As our relationship changes, Senpai, you will still think of us as you and I, won't you? I think so as well. It's because I wanted someone who could fall in love. I wanted to be someone that could fall in love that we're here right now. So from now on, I can choose for myself. Because my love is my own choice, and my wish is to keep loving you. That's how I'm able to express that. Oh, God. Wow. Wow. That was pretty explicit. That was more explicit than I thought it would be. Whew. Okay. But it wasn't gratuitous. It wasn't supposed to be titillating. It was supposed to just be a really, really beautiful moment where in the throes of that passion, of that deep physical passion, they really understood each other. Not only did they understand each other, but they felt like they understood their future. They felt confident and hopeful about their future. That having sex made them so sure that this was right, so sure that this is how they were going to live, that they had made the choices that they wanted to, that's good, man. That's like, holy cow. Oh my god. It's too much. That's too much, okay? That's a little too good. Oh my god. Okay. Yes. It was so beautifully depicted too. Like I said, it was much more explicit than I thought it would be in terms of showing skin and showing movements and stuff. But really beautifully depicted. Really, you could feel that heat and passion. And oh my god, they really did it. They really did it. Still naked. It's the girlfriend's model, man. It's a proven winner. There's one sex scene right near the end. And it just feels like it carries so much. It's just so She says her first name. Toko. She's getting better at it. Not just senpai. Ah, amazing. It's amazing that the first thing I see the moment I wake up is you. What's with that? Ah, oh my god. These facial expressions. Too much. No, this is too much. No, oh my god. Next time it's the final chapter at last. Guys, next time it's the final chapter. Uh, okay. 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 That's how it is. Next chapter is the final chapter. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll see you then. I. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. I feel like I should say something. I feel like there's so many things to say, but it's beyond me now. It's too much right now. So it's yeah. Good. Bye bye.